Good afternoon and welcome back, ladies, gents and Pikachus. Oh, I'm tired, I've been working a lot. So I'm not going to talk to you about the Quran of the Muslims anymore. We've got 2 videos today, that's more than enough. What I want to talk to you about is the thing with Trump. I've got to be careful how I word this because YouTube will take the video away. But I wanted to bring it to your attention because it's interesting how I made a video 2 months ago on the 20th of April where I heavily suggested that this exact thing was going to happen, and I even timed it. I said it's going to be before Christmas, and I knew that people would want evidence, so I looked for some evidence before I made the video, and I could find none. I found one rumour, a suggestion on the Chinese internet, that people within the Chinese government wanted to kill off Trump, and they might have arranged an assassination in partnership with the Dems. Now, I'm not saying it was the Chinese and the Dems. All I'm saying is that was the rumour that I found on the Chinese internet, and that was the only piece of evidence I could find to support my theory, my weird prediction from just my own head, that there was going to be an attempt on Donald Trump's life. He was going to be assassinated, but wouldn't actually die. Now, the reason I'm bringing this to you is if I can guess accurately that that's going to happen, and it's not the first thing, it's like this is the 13th thing that I've predicted this year, and I made several predictions last year that all came out. If a guy like me can be accurately predicting these things time after time after time after time when there's no evidence and people are denying it and saying I must be mad, but I'm getting each one of them right, how is it that we have a multimedia company or a multimedia structure that is millions of pounds with hundreds of people in it, but they can't see these things coming? How come the government agencies didn't see this coming? It doesn't make sense to me. Somebody knew this was happening. Even if they didn't plan it, people knew this was coming and they should have planned for it. It should have been spoken about in the media. There's a reason why these things are not spoken about and why the government claim they never saw it coming, why none of the media saw it coming, why it's a big surprise, but we don't know who did it. We have no idea. And that's the same reason why we cannot say anything openly about Islam, because we'll be Islamophobic, or we can't say anything about Chinese communism, or we'll be racist against the Chinese. These guys are trying to limit our thoughts by throwing false accusations at us and insults, name calling. And if we're stupid or we're ignorant, we will allow these accusations, these false accusations and the name calling to prevent us from speaking our minds. That's why all this is happening. They're trying to prevent us from speaking our minds openly. And the reason is because in the past, when this and other nations have created heroes, leaders of thought and action, those people have been the product of open discussion throughout their life. Now we don't have that open discussion. The people are not being produced that are going to fight this. The thought leaders just aren't there. Certainly not from the government or the media or celebrities. The thought leaders and the action leaders, the people, the heroes that we need, they're going to come from the lower ranks, the peasantry, if you like, the regular everyday people such as myself and you. So we need to have confidence in ourselves and what we think, and we need to retain that ability to openly speak our minds. Otherwise, we're just going to get weaker and weaker and weaker, and we'll be more heavily reliant upon the governments and the media, who we know are just going to lie to us, or at the very least not tell us what they know. And what's the end result going to be? Is we will be slaves of other people. Communism, Islam, the media, celebrities. And that's not going to be good for us. So in conclusion, ladies, gents and Pikachus, this is my point. We need to toughen ourselves. We need to strengthen ourselves against the lack of will to openly speak, the erosion of our free speech and our free action. And more importantly, we need to strengthen ourselves against the false accusations of bad people who mean us harm. Communists, Islam, the government sometimes, and the media, and other people who are ignorant and they follow those guys. when they're insulting us, when they're calling us names, when they're trying to limit our speech and attack us, to stop us from speaking, we need to speak out more, louder and more. Otherwise, we're going to continually decline. And then we're just going to be targets, aren't we? We're going to be defenseless targets and we will become slaves. Oh, my phone fell down. So anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope I've made my point and that you realise freedom isn't autonomous. Democracy isn't autonomous. It's like a self-driving car. You can press a button and go to sleep and you'll probably end up where you wanted to go or thereabouts, but your car ain't going to be in a good condition when you arrive, and neither will you be. Take the wheel and drive. It's your destiny. It's your life. It's your country. It's your education. It's your children. It's your families. It's your life, your deal. Don't let other people tell you how to run it. Don't let other people tell you how to think. And certainly don't change your whole lifestyle and your thoughts and your opinions because some complete stranger who hates you called you a racist, an Islamophobe, or some dumb political insult made out that you are less than you are. You're not. And if we all band together and we use our brains and our freedom and we openly discuss these things despite the risks, the heroes and the thought leaders we need will become apparent. And we can do something good with this world, rather than just watch it slide into oblivion and surrender it to those who wish us harm. So anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed that and you learned something, and I'll see you, lovely people, in the next one. Bye now. And who knows, the thought leader, the hero that we need, it might even be you. Nobody thinks they're a hero until they do something heroic. So let's just keep focused, think what we're doing, and be brave. That's the end of this video. God bless, have a good day, and I'll see you next time.